Is it time to let go of a relationship, or is it possible to continue in a relationship even if there's a huge gap in the level of awareness, for example, in the two partners? If there's a huge gap, usually the best answer comes not through the decision-making process of the mind, trying to figure out what's the best thing to do. The best answer comes as a sudden realization that this is the thing to do. Either you leave or you stay. If you live in two separate houses, of course, then it makes it a little easier to be in a relationship because you have a lot of space to yourself, and he or she has a lot of space also. So it often happens that one person, let's see, two people meet, they come together, married or not married, they'll start living together, and at some point one of them begins to grow spiritually. For some reason, there's a spiritual growth happening, the arising of awareness, some transcendence of ego, and the other person, let's say, is staying behind, so the communication becomes a little bit more difficult. So it could be that the other person can provide the training ground for you.
That's what it feels like. It feels like
to be non-reactive.
That's what it feels like. It feels like I'm actually.
In other words, the unenlightened, so to speak, partner becomes your teacher. That is sometimes the case, and surprisingly, often says or does exactly what you need to become more conscious in yourself.
This feeling.
So there's a reflection, and this can be very useful. It might even, ultimately, at some point, the other person may experience also the beginning of an awakening, but not necessarily. But in the meantime, a relatively unconscious partner can teach you a lot about yourself when you observe the reactivity within yourself.
Great. Oh my goodness.